What is up, my fellow weebs and weebettes? I thought this would be a original idea, but clearly somebody else did it. I'm like, dang it, but I'm still gonna do it anyway. Why? Because I want to. I enjoy making what ifs. So, yeah. I don't read the web comics and I don't read the manga. So if I get anything, wrong, then please tell me. So, yeah. Let me just get straight into his abilities really quick if you guys don't know. So, he has enhanced strength, enhanced speed and reflexes. He has enhanced endurance. Oh yeah, deku is genos. So yeah. This will, he has a full body cyborg enhancement. Basically his whole body, alright? His body is powered by a energy core. He has armor and replacement parts that he can replace his arms with. He has his incineration cannons, which he basically incinerates stuff with due to the name. He has hyper senses, as his senses is high. He has the search eye, so basically his eye can detect heat signatures, analyze speed, and levels of energy nearby. He has a instant adhesive gel, which is basically just a tool he used with it in his fight with Sonic to make him like stick, I guess. So he has detachable body parts. He has arm blades. He has boosters. He has his anti-Saitama arms. What else? He has arm mode, a prototype. So yeah, arm mode, which is basically kind of like when it comes from a suitcase. So just think of Tony Stark activating the Iron Man suit out of a suitcase, just it covers his arms. Alright? So yeah, he has that. He has the Sea Monster Arc upgrade, the G4 upgrades. I believe that is where he got the Lightning Core from. He has the Super Fight Arc upgrades. He has the Monster Association Arc upgrade. What else? He has the Psychic Sister Arc upgrades. Just a lot of upgrades. He is good at using hand-to-hand combat. He incorporates his incineration cannons in his fighting style, like the time he did it with like he uses it to like blast himself off. Sometimes he uses it to blow up things in like a small area. Spiral incineration cannon is basically like, when the centipede dude in part 2 and he did like that purplish blue thing with like spirals around it. Yeah, that. The upgraded incineration cannon, which is basically like a upgraded version that he used against the Elder, when he used against Phoenix Man, I believe. So yeah, he has super spiral, true spiral. He has self-destruction where he can blow himself up. He has machine gun blow, which he just uses a chain of fast attacks. Hold on, sorry. He has the lightning eye, or the Raikogan, which he uses to produce a blinding flash of light. It was first used against the Deep Sea King. Alright. He has a boosted attack where he uses his left arm jack to propulsion in the opposite direction. So yeah, he has rocket punch. Yeah, he has high voltage fist, which is basically a lightning imbued hand, hand that shocks his opponents. He has rocket stomp, dual blade rush. He has jet dive arrow. He has arm lasers. He has thunder drill cannon. Tactical combination, promoted rank. Okay, let's see what else he has. Okay, so he has his lightning core and his scorching core. His lightning core uses a core of blinding light. It was used during the second sparring match between Genos and Saitama. I don't know about that one yet, so I don't really know how to explain it. The Scorching Core. Genos uses his core to produce heat. It was first used in his fight against the extended family of darkness. Oh, okay. He always has around his acid-proof notebook to write down notes and a flip phone. Yeah, that was a lot to read. This will be a hero what if, of course. Now, I don't know if I want to make the hero system a combination of One Punch Man and My Hero Academia, or just One Punch Man or My Hero Academia. So I'm gonna think about that when I get to the part where I'm going to do the whole hero stuff. But I need to get into that plot. You feel me? The plot. So his hair won't be gold, cause I just didn't want it like that, I guess. Oh yeah, also pretty soon I will be dropping what if Deku was born, no, what if Naruto was born, and what if Naruto was Kurapika. Currently I'm making the thumbnail for what if Deku was Hisoka. So yeah, I'm finna drop those pretty soon. So please stay here till you could, see them. And without ado, let's get straight into this video. So we start this video off with Izuku being born. As when he was born, he was born to Inko and his father. Who would his father be? Dang. His father's name is Hadaki. Yeah. Now, the reason why I'm changing his father, which there's no real reason except that if you know in the anime that Genos was saved by the doctor, so I'm gonna make it so that the reason why he was saved by the doctor, or in this case it'll be All For One. I kind of spoiled it, but it's gonna happen pretty soon because I'm gonna do it earlier because I'm gonna y'all gonna see, okay? But as Deku was born in a village of, I'm just gonna call it freaking Konoha, as I don't remember the name or if he even said the name of the village in the anime. So yeah, cause the manga isn't free on the app that I use, so I don't read it. As he would be born, as his father would automatically see the resemblance in him, as Deku this time isn't born with, like I said, gold hair or green hair. He is born with like red hair. Yeah, red hair. So yeah. Now everything else would be like Genos though, but as he's born with light red hair, and the doctors will go clean him up, as when they will retrieve him back, Inko would be asleep as Hasashi would hold him. As over this time, Hasashi has made quite a few enemies, as Hasashi would actually had been a villain for a while before he redeemed his ways, and because when he heard that Inko was pregnant, he quit being a villain, as he was actually All For One's #1 man, like right man. He's that strong. As Asashi actually has a I'm gonna say a lightning quirk, but Deku won't get none of those. I'm just saying that now, cause that'll make him too OP. Like, come on. But anyway, so as he's thinking, man, son, I'm so glad I quit the business with the villains. As we would skip a few days to the future, as Inko will wake up, as I mean, they would be home in their house, as Deku would be crying, as they'll go check on him. Nothing much, just a bit extra plot to make this video longer. But as they would go and take him some milk, you know. As we skip to when Deku is about 5 or 6. As oh yeah, he will be Yue will be at college, so yeah, because I want to give him Genos age, 19, so yeah, which is my favorite number. How convenient. But anyways, I keep stopping. But yeah, so let's get to when Deku's about 6. As over this time, Deku has been training with his father and the marshal in a village, like the head of the military. I mean, or not the military, but the village assassination group. Yeah, if you get where I'm finna go, you know where I'm finna go. As Deku's father is actually the head of the village, as his father actually started it, but he switched to villainy as somebody else temporarily took it over, but he became the head when he stopped being a villain. But anyways, he will be training, guys. He will be training to join the Assassination Corps, as all men, unless they are disabled or their parents are poor, like only rich men go to the military. I'm gonna say, I don't know why, cause normally you'll think like the people. But anyways, you'll be training, as they'll hear a big boom, as the assassination squad would get ready. So would Hasashi, as Inko would be outside of the village for only a few seconds, as she's walking back now, as she actually has some car trouble, so it's taking her a bit longer. As Hasashi would run outside to see that the hospital is blown to smithereens, as they would see a aircraft starting to fly away, as it's All For One's goons, as it's a bunch of cyborgs and nomus that he made, as Hasashi would say, All For One. As over these 6-7 years, All For One has actually been making a technology to take out Hasashi, because he's worried about Hasashi spilling the biz, but he wouldn't. But All Might is still worried, as he would drop them, as they would rampage throughout the village, as they would be taking out people left and right. The assassination squad was able to take out 5 of the hundreds of these cyborgs that was dropped down, as this is when oh yeah, the doctor, he's still here though. So but anyways, But he actually worked for All For One. But anyways, as they'll be shooting them down as Hisashi says, "Dang it, I can't let him know about Deku, not yet." Not knowing that they already have the files about his son. As Hisashi would say, "Son, I I want to play hide and seek. Go hide somewhere very special, and I'll try to come find you as soon as I can. Okay? I'm gonna count to 100. Okay?" As Deku would go hide in this little secret room he found in like this basement of a random house that hasn't been destroyed yet. As he would put in the code 86125, as he would go down, as Hisashi, with the slightest move of hands would stick a letter in Deku's back pocket with his ring. As Hisashi would go to try to fight them, as he would take down a few of them, as a big one would step from behind a thing, as it would let out a giant blast, taking out all of the other cyborgs and Hisashi. As Inko would arrive there not too long from then, as Deku's been hiding for an hour, as he would come out, as he would be walking around to find the destruction, the dead bodies everywhere. As Deku would see his mother running around yelling, Izuku, darling, where are you?" As Deku would say, "Mom, there you are." As he would run up to her, as he's like, "Where's Dad? What happened here?" As she's like, I don't know. Let's go, honey." As she would try to pull Deku, as that's when the giant robot would come out. As Deku would see it, as he's in shock, as he can't move, as the robot is pointing his beam at Deku, as Inko would see is pushing Deku out the way, as he will let the beam out. Pew! As rest in peace, Inko Midoriya. As oh yeah, Genos is his hero name, the demon cyborg Genos. So yeah, as Deku would be scared, as that's when he would get back into to a corner, as that's when he would find the doctor, as the doctor would say, "Hey kid," as the doctor, he's being forced to work for All For One, so he has a kind heart, as the doctor would shut down the giant robot. As Deku, he would have the mindset of revenge, take down whoever did this, as Deku would offer to become one of the robots, or as the guy would say, "Fine, but not yet," as he would put a syringe in Deku's neck, taking him to All For One. As the doctor would say, "Lord All For One, I bring you this child, as he has volunteered for the cyborg program." As All For One says, "Okay." As All For One would wait until Deku will wake up, as Deku will wake up, as he said, "Where am I?" As All For One would say, "Calm down, kid. The doctor told us what happened. We're here to train you." Lying, he's gonna brainwash Deku, but not knowing that, quirks don't really work on Deku, because that's his quirk until he gets the cybernetics. But yeah, quirks don't work on him. So yeah, as he would say, "Really?" As All Might would say, "Yeah." as I said Deku's what, 6'7"? So we skipped to when Deku's 10, as he's been training his body and his mind, as he's also been studying, reading books, reading about the human body, the world. He's also been reading about martial arts and practicing martial arts, as he has also been trained in weapons such as knives and handguns, as Deku would be really smarter. He, like I said, he's 10, so he's about as smart high as a high school teacher. Not a high school teacher, but like a high schooler, really smart, as he would get homeschooled, getting his grades sent in to the school and stuff like that, like his work. So yeah, as this is when Deku would be approached by All-For saying, "Alright kid, it's training time." As Deku would say, "Okay," as he would go through his daily training every single day for another 4 years, as this is when Ame says, "Alright kid, now I believe you're ready." As he would put his hand over Deku's head, attempting to erase his memory, thinking that is done, as Deku would pass out from the mental stress, but he still has all of his memories. Alright, as Deku would be in this strapped up to a table, as his eyes will open, as he said, "What's going on?" As All Might says, "We're starting the procedure, kid. We're turning you into a cyborg." As he would put some anesthesia on Deku and put a sleeping thing inside of him, as they will start to put cybernetics into Deku, as they'll replace his eyes and everything, as oh yeah, I will be giving Deku the ability to to like to like a certain point. When he gets like stressed out, he'll activate a new core. So I will be adding some cores of my own, but like the normal core, the lightning core, and the scorch core, yeah, those will be the first three. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, as but he still will get the lightning core from the G4. But like, never mind. As Deku will wake up 4 days later, as he would sit up, as when he opens his eyes, his vision is yellow, as he starts looking around, as the eye, as when he would look at the plant, the eye would say sunflower, as he would say, "What the frick?" As he would be looking around, as the doctor, it's around the time for the doctor to come check up on him, as the doctor would be like, "He's awake." As Awful One will walk in, as he says, "Ah, young man, you have awoken, Genos." As Deku's like, in his head, like, "What?" As he will hear a whisper from the other doctor saying to one of the doctors, "Maybe the brainwash worked." As they think that they whisper good enough for Deku not to hear them, but his enhanced hearing let him hear it, as he says, as he thinks, "Oh, so they think they brainwashed me, but why didn't it work? Who cares? I'm just gonna play along with it for now till I can get a spot to escape, because it seems like he has ulterior motives." As Deku would say, "May you please unrestrain me, sir." As All Might says, yes, genos. As yeah, that's his little code name until he's 18, 17. But anyway, so Deku would be unrestrained as All Might was as All For One would say, kid. Well, kid, it seems like you have succeeded in letting the in not letting the prosthetics take over your body. As All For One would then go to say, well, kid, starting now you'll be doing all of our dirty work. My special little weapon, as Genos or Deku would say, yes, sir. As he would say, where is my quarters, meaning his room, as would say, down the hall to the left, first door. As he got a special room for Deku, as he says, thank you, master, as he will walk off. As Deku would be thinking, now I gotta be a assassin till I get a chance to escape this dumbhole. As later that night, while everyone's sleeping, because there's no cameras there since there's no way a hero could find it, as it is 100 feet below ground, as that's where Deku's going to be staying in that little hidden laboratory for the next few months. As Deku would sneak out and walk around, as he would use his his eyes, as he can see in the dark, as he would be looking around, as he would see doctor's office, the doctor's name. I don't remember his name, but as he would check to see if anybody's in there, as he would walk in, as he would go through the files, since he don't have any fingerprints, he don't gotta worry, but as he would go through some files, as he would see master's file, as he would open it, as it would say, All For One, villain, quirk, All For One. As Deku would say, villain, I knew it. As he made sure not to be loud, as Deku would, as Deku would be reading his scene, all the nasty things he has done, as he was seeing that he actually hurt All Might really badly, as him and All Might got into a fight, as Deku, he will say, All Might, I never seen any videos of All Might and All For One fighting, and I watched them all, as he was still a big fanboy of All Might at that time. As oh yeah, he will still meet Saitama, so that means I gotta let him escape earlier. Dang it. Okay, I'm gonna rewind his age to 13 when he got this surgery. All right, yeah, because I still want him to meet Saitama. Anyways, as Deku would read the file, as he would download all the information to his brain, because All Might cannot check what he downloaded. He can only see what he sees through his eyes when he's watching the computer. As the next day, as Deku would go back to his room, as the next day would be his first mission, as so Deku would walk out of his room, as he would be wearing a shirt covering his arms and his chest, as he will walk out with his black eyes glowing yellow, as Deku would say, Master, As All Might would say, Genos, I have my first assignment for you. I want you to take out this corrupt politician. As he would show Deku where the person is, as Deku would grab his two handguns and his knives and his little throwing knives. As like I said, he is technically a assassin, and you don't want to make too much noise with his freaking, and you know what I mean. So yeah, as Deku would get to the spot, running across the roofs like a ninja. As he would get there, as he will be looking, as Deku would say, found the target. As he's pretty well guarded. As Deku says, alright then. In his head, he's like, alright then, first one down. Now, I just gotta do as much as they can until they soften up on me, giving me a opening so I could take them out and be able to escape. As Deku would jump off the roof, going through a window, as he would take out the first two guards with his silencers shooting at the camera, as he would walk through the halls, as he would take out the guards there effortlessly, as he would arrive to the politician's office, as he would say, I'm sorry, mister. As he would think, not say, he would think, I'm sorry, mister. I wish I didn't have to do this. As he shoots the guy, as he then shoots at the cameras, then he would still go to the camera room, as he would plug in, because there's like a little plug in the side of his arm, as he would plug in his plug into this like socket that has like a hook thing, like something that looks like a headphone jack entrance. Yeah, he plugged in his plug there as it fits. As Deku would download all the footage to himself removing it from the camera, as he didn't want to leave any evidence. As he would arrive back to the villain's headquarters, as he would say, Master, I'm done with my mission. As he will walk back to his room, as Orphan would be thinking, good job, kid. As over the next 2 years until Deku's 15, he will be gaining a reputation for taking out corrupt politics, fake heroes, and villains. As he would be known as a vigilante, which he's not. Well, technically he is, but at the same time, for now, he's not. As they will call him the demon, the vigilante, or the demon cyborg. As there is a case built on him, as one person in particular is wanting to solve this case, as it's All Might, as All Might has found out something over the time that All For One haven't realized yet, as there would be numbers scratched into the wall as every person that he killed, as their coordinates. Yeah, coordinates. Not to the villain's hideout, but to like, not to like All For One's hideout, but to their place of operations, like where they do the experiments. As All For One, as All Might would show this to the police, as he just now found this out. As they would say, yes, you're right. As they would say, all right, let's see what's going on there. As he would get a few, people, and they would say, maybe their coordinates, maybe the coordinates, a passcode, maybe. As all my will be thinking, why would he put coordinates unless he's sending us somewhere? Is this to take us out? No, because he would have did a more direct approach, which means somebody's watching him. Has all my, I mean, not all my, Aizawa, yeah. I'm dumb. As Aizawa would say, he's probably being watched by somebody or being forced into this. These must be, never mind. It's probably just some random numbers of the amount of people he's killed. Who cares? As Aizawa would walk away, as Deku would arrive back, as he just got done with another mission, taking out this fake hero. As he would say, "Good job, Genos," as Deku would say, "Yes, master," as he will walk back to his room, as he does eat. Like, he still has a brain. I believe he does. I don't know if he do, but yeah, he still eats though. As Deku has like a secret notebook that he's hidden in his walls that is acid proof and bulletproof and everything. As Deku would say, still no opening day. I don't freaking know how many days it is. I guess 350, 65 days. I'm not good at math, so don't judge me. As the deck will say, try again tomorrow to get an opening. As tomorrow there's no mission. For the next week there's a mission though. As this one would actually be set up by the heroes, as they're going in order, as it's in order where they became popular, so they know who's next is Gato, the Prime Minister, as all the heroes know that he's corrupted, but they won't admit it, as they would be set up everywhere, as they're all stealth heroes, and Aizawa's there as well, hiding in one of the other buildings, as they would see somebody with yellow eyes jumping from building to building, as he would scan, as he would find Gato, as he would jump to the other roof, which is about 7 meters apart, as they're all like, does he have a super strength quirk? Never mind, as they would keep watching him, as he would, be stealthy going down the stairs, as he don't want to make a noise anymore, as he likes to do his missions stealthy now, as he would go through one of the doors, as he would, place a EMT there, as it's really strong, but it's only meant to target cameras, as there's no guards in there, as they're actually on their break, as the cameras would glitch out, as Deku would take his attack, as he would start killing off the guards and hiding their bodies before anybody else could notice, besides the heroes watching him, as he would shoot the guys down and throw knives at them, as he would arrive, as he would say, "I'm sorry, mister Gato," as he was getting right ready to shoot, as he says to somebody, as he turns around quickly, as it's a hero about to attack him, as Deku blocks with his hand, as they'll say, "We are attacking genos," yeah, as as the heroes would say, on our way, because right now he is a S-class criminal. I don't know why I just did like a Naruto thing, but anyways, like he is an S-class criminal. So you know when they attack him, they need to get the big leagues in. As the guy for fighting him says, it seems like he has some sort of cybernetics, like body enhancements. As Deku would say, please stop. I am not the one you want to fight. You're not a part of my mission. As he would try to give them the hint, but he's the person not taking it. As Deku says, forget this. As he would jump out, leaving the last number he needed on the ground. As when he would jump out, he would scratch 7 on to the floor. As the hero would look out the window as Deku would be falling. As he will fall on, well, he can fly, I guess, a bit, but he don't want to make any noise. As he would do like a small little blast to boost himself up as he would run back to the hideout. As the hero will look down some more, as he would see 7, as he would take a picture of it, as they will go back. As he says, I found another number. He must have put it there when he jumped out. As they're like, no coincidence. It must be coordinates. As tonight is the night. Tonight is the night. As Deku was 14. As All Might, I'm not All Might. Yeesh, All for One would say, good job, Genos. As he would say, thank you, Master. I shall retreat to my room. As All for One says, wait, Genos. As Deku would say, yes, Master. As All for One would say, well, we've been babysitting you for too long. As she would say, please lay down inside the chair. As Deku would say, sure, Master. As it's a different doctor since the other one was let go. Like he got in his freedom when he brung in a person that was able to live through the cyborg experiment. So yeah, as they would, do some surgery on Deku, replacing his eyes. As they would give him eyes with no cameras in them. As they would say, what did you do? Give me an upgrade? And they're like, I guess you could say that. As he's like, what do you mean, Master? As Alpha One would say, well, we gave you eyes without cameras, as we can trust you. As Genos or Deku would say, well, why thank you, Master. As he would walk back to his room. As Deku says, now in his notebook, now is the time. As he would, put his notebook in his little pouch in his back. As Deku would leave his room. As he would say, wait, Master. As everyone was starting to walk off. As he would say, may I please do a little patrol, Master? I want to have a bit of fun. As everyone says, sure, go ahead. As Deku would leave. As the people are still there at the crime scene. As Deku will look around, making sure he's not stalked. As he will go to the crime scene. As he would climb up the walls, using his strength to grip through the metal. As he would climb in there. As somebody would see him, as they would say, it's him. As he like, I'm not here to attack you. As he would look around to make sure. As he says, are you guys heroes? As they'll say yes. As he would say, thank God. As they're like, what do you mean, you villain? vigilante, what are you? As he's like, look, you don't understand. As one of the heroes there would try to attack him, as Deku would slap him. Oh yeah, I forgot to say he has been training with his powers. Incinerating beam and all that stuff. So yeah, as as he um as he just slaps him out the way, as he says, I am not the one you want to fight. As they're like, we don't believe you, you villain. As Deku would say, fine. As he, gives him like the thing, like he would put his hands out, like put him in cuffs, like he's not trying to resist. As they would, put some cuffs on him, as he would leave with them, as they would take him to a jail cell. Now this won't make public news, all right? This won't. Why? It's because I don't know, plot convenience. But anyway, so as they would take him to a cell, as they would tie him up, as they would have some detectives and heroes come to question him, as one of them would say the question they was all wondering, what were those numbers that you would write? As he would say, there were coordinates. As he's like, coordinates to where? He say, masters. As he got used to calling All For One master, as he still hates him, but he grew kind of a connection to him, which will be a weakness in the future, as he got a bit of a connection to All For One. Like, over the years, he's been protecting him and taking care of him, so of course you would grow a connection to him. But as he would say, master's place of operations, as he would say, wait, the hideout? He says, no, we're to experiment on people. As they would say, what do you mean? As they would say, why do you think I look like this? They turn people into cyborgs and these creatures. As he's like, oh, what do you mean? As he says, I'm a cyborg, alright, if you can't tell. As he's like, they are experimenting on people. Sometimes the people would go rampage, as that's how they attack my village. As right when he says village, somebody would burst in, as they actually took some hair samples from Deku, since that's the only place they could get some DNA from. As they would say, hero sir, we have a DNA. It's really shocking, sir. As he would say, what is it? As he says, please step out. As he says, alright, what's up? As he would say, this kid, he is the son. As Hasashi's actually well known, as he actually joined he actually joined the Anbu. Yeah, the Anbu is basically a rehabilitation place, or like a place to like redeem yourself if you're a villain. And yeah, as he says, he is the son of Hasashi, the clan, the village head of Konoha. As he says, what? As the guy would run in, as he would say, kid, what's your name? As he would say, Genos. As Deku, actually liked the name genos. I mean, like, it sounds pretty, cool, So he says, no, your real name. As he says, Izuku Midoriya. And they're like, oh my gosh. He, as they will call in All Might and a few other heroes, as they would tell them who this kid is. I mean, who this person is, as they would say, alright, how old is he? As they said the DNA samples don't have a match for his age. As as one of the doctors would say, hey, he's Mr. Midoriya, as he would look up, as he has his head down with the chains on, as he would look up, as as they would say, how old are you? As he would say, 15. I just turned 15. And they're like, this kid, he's a high schooler. As they would say, yo, it has been, man. As they would say, alright, now we have to ask him about those murders, though. If he gave us a location or not, this might just be a trap to kill us all. As they would say, agreed. As Aizawa would go in the room, as it's All Might and Aizawa and a few, low rank heroes, and just be there. As Aizawa will walk in, and he will say, young man, or genos, what's with all the murders, all the people you killed? Corrupted, fakes, or villains? Still, vigilante work isn't good. You're not allowed to use your quirk without a hero license. As Deku says, I don't have a quirk. As he's like, what do you mean you don't have a quirk? As he says, I don't. I'm a freaking cyborg, dude. As he's like, so how do you explain your strength and stuff? All this cyborg is a person with robotic limbs. It can't give them all this power. As Deku is like, I don't know. It's just how I'm just built different. As he says, so what's with all the murders? Slamming his hand on the table, as he said, I had no choice. My village was destroyed. This doctor approached me as he saved me from being killed. As Izuku would then say, after that, he syringed me. I woke up in All For One's headquarters, as he will start to train me in assassination. Then, when I was 13, I got these implants, and these cybernetic implants, and they made me do their dirty work, but they thought they brainwashed me, but they really didn't. But they really didn't, since the brainwash didn't work on me. I don't know why, but it didn't. And I've been, going along with the act to wait for an opening so I can escape. As he would say, oh, so you were just their little being controlled. As Aizawa would walk out, as when All Might heard the name All For One, he would leave the room, as he would go to where the paperwork is as they would storm off, as Deku would be left there. As we skip to the hero's perspective, as they're like, oh my, please don't be reckless, sir. Please do not be so reckless. We have to have a plan. As All Might is storming off, as he says, it's All For One. I thought I destroyed them all these years ago. As Aizawa would say, All Might, do not be reckless. If he has an army of things that can kill the Anbu captain and the whole village, I know he has something that can kill you too. don't be reckless, All Might. As All Might says, as Aizawa says, we need to have a plan. As he would say, okay, as we skip back to Genos' point of view, as he would be waiting, as he's not trying to use his powers or anything, as somebody would come in as they would say, kid, in this held under control or not, we're gonna have to send you off to a camp, a place where your father went, and he was a villain. As he says, wait, my father was a villain? As they're like, yes, your father was a retired villain, and he became a good guy. You, just because you're controlled, doesn't mean your sins are going to be liked by the public when this gets released. Now, his arrest wasn't public, but him coming out being controlled will be. So yeah, but I know the majority of the public would say still, like, so like, as he's like, I accept, as they're like, good kid, as they would take off the handcuffs, as they would give him a outfit. No, not yet. As he would go as he would be walking, as he has a hood on, as his arms are exposed, as he'll be walking through the streets, as he comes across a pile of dead cows. Yeah, as he would smell something, as he would run towards seeing dead cows, as he would arrive to City Z. Yeah, as the hero systems are the same in this universe. So yeah, as he would get to City Z, as City Z and hero system and the MHA hero systems are butting heads right now. But anyways, as Deku would go, as he will find the mosquito lady, as he would see her, as she would be attacking things, as he would pop out, as he's like a villain, as he would use his incinerary cannon, as he would try to explode her, as pretty much the fight would go towards cannon. As when he would see Saitama, he would still assume that he's a civilian, and he would still blow up all of the bugs, as Saitama would still go splat. He's still ripped in half, and he asked Saitama for his name. He would say Saitama, as he would say, may I please become your disciple. All of that happens. He still gets rebuilt, a little bit of upgrades, as he would arrive to Saitama's house. Now, him and Saitama will be together for 2 months, as they're getting him equipment and clothes ready, as they are also trying to find where the rest of the Ambu is. So the 2 months that he's with Saitama is like the anime. So yeah, he don't join the heroes though. He's just there, fighting little crimes as he says he wants to be in the same hero association as All Might. When Saitama asks him, as he says he's actually from the other side, the side that you are butting heads with, as Saitama says, okay, understood, kid. As Deku would be called one day, as Saitama has been training him, as oh snap, I forgot to say about the what the frick is it called, the dang it, I believe it was the G4. No, crap, I already forgot. But when he takes the head, got a G4, got a G4. When he gets this G, fights the G4 and gets the upgrades, still, as he would get a call from the, sorry, hold on, the stupid oven.